Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully, everybody is having a great day. It's quite beautiful here today. On Facebook. Okay, well, today just going to mess around with my guitar. Let's see here. Just need to get rid of this real quick. Delete. Yes. Bada bing, gong. Good morning, Cindy. Great to see you. Kids are finally back in school, so I can try and play with this pedal without them. They were having fun with it though. We were having a blast with this thing. It makes so many different weird noises and different effects and stuff. It's like every effects pedal you can buy, all wrapped up into one big pedal. So I mean, it even has a way to tune the guitar while you're just all of it right here. You don't have to. It's so simple. Little tuning. Let's get a little tuned in there. All right. Well, Salty, what's going on, brother? So, essentially, what I've been trying to do is learn how to do like lead guitaring. When I go onto the shows and I've been trying to learn, it's been a lot of playing chords and like melody type stuff, like actually strumming into things. But when you actually listen to songs, there's one person that's going to be singing there. It's just like a piano. One hand is playing the melody and one hand is playing the lead, and you got to keep the harmony of the song. So if somebody is sitting here playing, say they're playing a G, well, the song isn't that. That's not the song. The song is going to be like what you're hearing when you hear the song is somebody else in that playing in like the G pentatonic. So like. So it's like it goes into sounds that are in the same idea, but while one is playing. So if I had a looper, it would be much more simple because then you can like say I want to go. And then just hit the loop and let that just keep playing. And then as that's playing, I can be like. And try and find sounds that go into it. So chords, notes are just when you're doing one. Chords are when you're actually playing something that has the like a major chord is going to be the root note. So like say if I'm going to do a G, this right here is my G. Here's my E string. This top string is an E. It's tuned to E. Now if I go up one, because there's no flats or sharps between E and F, that's F. And then I go two more, because there's flats, F sharp and G flat are right here. You got to go to the third one to get to G. Now that becomes the root note. So if you're going to do a G chord, you have to put your finger on this G, and then you also have to play the third and the fifth. And what that means is, say if I'm playing a G, well, then you have to go 3 letters past the G. So G, A, B, and C. So you got to play a C. So here's A, B, and then here's a C. And then in order to get the rest of the chord, you have to play the fifth. So you go to the fifth from there. So you go out 2 more. And that gets you down here onto this bottom. So there's a chord. Now you can do them as biads. Say your fingers aren't as stretchy yet and you want to just do it. You can play just this top, like these top 2. This is that's gonna be a G. And if you go down 2 strings and you leave out the one up here on the first fret, that's still gonna be a C. It's just not a full C. Like, because a full C has that back tone from the fifth. But that's still a C. So there's so many songs that are like, they seem like they're much more complicated than they actually are, I think is what I'm finding. I think I'm finding that if I don't let the chords scare me, some of the chords that some of these people do are very complicated, and it makes it tough. It does. It makes it tough to try and get your hands to do those in the middle of a song, to like go from a chord that you know to like one that you absolutely don't know. It's almost it's disheartening, to be honest. You'll be sitting there like, oh, I just want to go through this song. Like, what's one that I really had trouble with? Rusted Root. Send me on my way. Send me on my way. I tried to learn that one, and it's not that hard of a song. It's just where your fingers have to move to is not like a lot of times in songs. Like there's a C. So the next note that they'll play after a C will be like an A minor, because you don't have to move very much. And then go up to a G, just because it's nice and simple. You know, it's like finding easy progressions, but it's not all easy progressions. A lot of these songs I keep trying to learn, like I print out like the chord version of something or something that somebody else has written, and it's like I'm not going, oh that sounds perfect. I'm going, this is missing so much. Like, what is it missing? And you go back and you listen to the song, and you realize there's a lot more to it than just sitting there playing 1-2 chords. It's much more complex. And so with this pedal, it's given me more momentum towards trying to hear what's possible, I guess. So I was working on something last night, and I want to see what it sounds like. I did it on somebody's show just to hear, so I could go back and listen to it. And I think they got too many copyright strikes because I'm not seeing the stream this morning. And that's usually what happens. If they get hit by too many strikes, they just delete the stream. And it's a lot easier than trying to sit there and remove, sections of movie here and there. I mean, it can take hours to edit some of those videos, and it's easier just to say, well, guess we're out one. Guess we'll do a new stream maybe next time, But I was just kind of messing around, and I found that I really like No, not that one. That one loses the harmony. That's fun. I like that. That's fun. Let's see. Ah. Hopefully that sound all right. Does it sound okay today? The sound is somewhere in the ballpark. Ooh, that's a lot going on. Let's try that one. What each one of these ones do? Okay, so solo. One is the basic hand. One is the solo. One is the effects. interesting effect. Neat, though. Wow. If I can lessen the stretch on that. Wow, it just like keeps going. I don't have to be pressing anything, and it just keeps interesting. It's a neat one. See, tremolo. Play tremolo while having the tremolo effect on. That's an interesting sound. It's interesting. Let's see. Let's try the next one. Ew. So very, very echoey. Hey, Anu, how are you? What's up, Lone Wolf? Trying to find out what all these different pedal sounds sound like. So I'm going through all the effects and stuff now that I don't have the kids here. Much as I love playing with my kids, they shut off as soon as the camera come on the other day. So, and I was like, oh man, I really wanted to hear them. They were killing it on it with this pedal, him and his brother, because we got a bass pedal too that works for their little bass. And man, they're getting really good. They're getting really, really good, and I love it. I mean, it's inspiring. When I was a kid, I never had I didn't have anybody pushing me like that to try things. Like I don't push them like, here, you need to learn. I say, hey, you want one of these? You want a guitar? You want a ukulele? You want a keyboard? I don't care. I'll get you all of them. I don't care. Whatever you want. If you want to enjoy it, please, I'll be more than happy. So that was chorus. Man, I wish I could turn the delay off. Just turn the delay all the way off. It's better slow. Let's see. Let's keep it. lot of backing. How do I slow it down a bit? I wonder if I can. Wow. Still a lot going on there. Ooh, I like how clear that one sounds. So it also has a bunch of options to change which amp sound it sounds. So if you want it to sound like it's coming out of like a old 40s amp, you can make it sound like that. Like it's got so many different options on this amp. Like really, it's a little bit above me. Honestly, it's quite a bit above me, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and that's all that really matters. Ooh, let's hear what that sounded weird immediately. Got my homemade finger slide, by the way, if anybody was interested. Some days well, when I first started, what it was is my finger is not flat. It's not a flat finger. So when I try to do bar chords, when I first started, I couldn't. I absolutely could not get my finger. I could not get my finger to not sit over top of the B or the E string on the bottom. So every time I would go to play, I'd be pushing my finger down with everything I had. I'd be pushing and trying. I'd slide it. I'd move it. I'd do this. I'd do that. I'd turn it. I tried everything. And I was like, why can't I get these bar chords? What is the problem? Problem was is my finger was very, very, very sideways, crooked, very weird shape. So I took heat shrink, stuff that you use for wiring. So you take a wire, a bunch of wires. So you got a big old pile of wires, and they're all running all over the place. Well, you take this stuff and you slide it over top of it, and then you take a lighter and you torch it, and it suctions around the wiring to keep the wiring nice and tight. Well, I did it to my finger. It was a unique choice. Little weird. It melted my finger a couple times, but I made it. I heated it up and then I flattened it while it was hot, and it made my finger. From doing that for like the first month I played guitar, flattened my finger out. It literally changed the shape of my finger. So now my finger can play bars without it. But I grabbed a hold of a hatchet and I sliced the end of my finger. Yeah, my finger, my foot binding. I cut the end of my. Let's see. Am I too smart, too dumb to do this? Let's see. I cut the tip of my finger. I don't know if you can see it, but the whole tip is just a flap on this side. So every time I go to, I catch the string and it hurts like hell. Jeez almighty, that stung. Ay, ay, ay. But I put this bad boy on and whoa! But don't do that. That's so high pitched. Sounds like something something Metallica-y or something. Let's see what this one does. Rotary. Ooh, I like that. That's subtle. That's much more subtle than those other ones. All right, so let's see. That's whew, man, that thing is just tearing. Ooh, a phaser. I like the phasers when I'm making hip hop. Let's see how it sounds here. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, man. Should have brought my glasses up there. Can't see crap. Turns out I am blind. All right, so we are almost back. The U vibe. Whoa! The harmonics pick up so much more with these. Like it's very sensitive. I'm shocked. I mean, I thought it was just gonna be just like a toy. I thought this was just gonna be like a toy. But honestly, the sound quality of how it presents from my guitar into the input, it runs through the different channels. You decide which channel you want to go through, and then it transports it to your amp, and then it plays it through the amp. So I mean, I can easily just go like this, and it just sounds like my guitar now. And I mean, that's so convenient. That's so convenient. Then I can go right back into that weird thing again. Just immediately. I want to. I'm getting a blister. Woo! Just felt that all the way down the side of my thumb. Holy crap. Ow, that hurt. Pinched it between my thumbnail and my string. All right. Man. Crap, I think that's a doctor. Spammers got me. Tricked me. Tricked me. Very similar number to the doctor's office. Those sons of guns. Pardon me. Wow. I went to say something instead of cough came out. Boo as in I stink, or boo as in it's scary? Okay, so those are the different delays. Let's hear the different delays now. Man. Oh, boo as in I was, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. All right, so this is. If it was recorded on a tape, the delay from a tape. Neat, but boring. Let's try this one. Sounds like something out of like an old Western or something. Was the delay? Oops. Wish I could change that with my hand, with my foot, and not just my hand, though. That is one downside. So that one's quicker. That's a much quicker delay with the digital delay. Okay, how does that work? Do I just go? I gotta hit the button. Okay. Man, I'm loving this. It's like having the whammy bar. Hey, it's like connection looking funny. What just happened? Why don't you start with me? Connection unstable. No, it's not. I've got a perfect connection. What are you talking about? That's the thing. That's StreamYard. That's not me. That's StreamYard. Something. Yeah. It said my connection was unstable, but I mean, you come in here and look. It's perfect, and it looks perfect. I mean, the thing is right there. I'm only a couple feet away. So everything's plugged in. That was very weird. So hopefully we can fix that. This is a neat one, though. I do like this. Matches the robotic voice, I guess. Oh, that's so fun. That's what I mean. It's got to be a StreamYard bug. Because I mean, if when we go to like here, present your screen onto somebody else's show, and then immediately it screws up the sound and like chooses other people, and all it takes is you stop it. All it takes is for one person to have their mic on, or not to unshare something, or somebody's got too many things, too many tabs open on the top of their screen. And all of a sudden, they make whoever is the guest on their show sound terrible. And I assure you, it's happened to me a lot. Like all it would take is for everybody to turn their echo cancellation off. Everybody make sure they're muted, and then it'll go to the person who is up that they have framed in the front, and it'll make sure that their sound is the one that overgoes everybody else's sound. But it happens a lot. And so you go back and I'll listen to some of my things. It's like, you're not only making me sound bad, but you're making your show sound bad. Like if you're not taking the time to make sure your other guests are taking the time to be courteous to the people that are on stage per se at the time, like, well, then you're only making your own show sound bad. Like it's really weird. Now me, I have connectivity issues for some reason. That they've been working on our internet for like the past 2 years. Like I swear we got a hurricane and they decided, oh well, now we should bury the wires. Now it makes sense, now that all the wires came down, and it took us a month to clean everything up. But can't what is it? What do they say? You can't fight City Hall. I like that. That sounds. Those ones don't like the low ones, so. I wonder. Bada bingo, bada bongo, what is your power code? Hopefully I didn't unplug anything important. Okay. Do your vocal one. Oh, yeah. um, okay. Yeah, this thing works. No. No. How the heck? I forget how this is. Fun. Ah. It's fun. I like that. I like that. All that can all just be put together. No, it was pretty basic, everything I was just playing right there, but still, it's really neat. Man, I have to go clip that piece of skin off. That is getting rough. Oh, goodness gracious. Man, I got the Atro strings that are supposed to make it easier on your fingers and not cut your fingers as much. I swear to God, they're cutting my fingers more. Those are 2 new cuts from today, from right now, in the last hour and a half. That sucks. Holy shit, that hurt. That just happened again. Damn it. All right, so that's all of those. Let's go through the amp files now. Now, I'm an hour and a half into this right now, and I have just sat here and changed the setting every couple seconds, and I still have not gone through all of it. I'm like maybe 2/3 of the way. This is insane. There is so much on here. This is all the different sounds of amps, different amp sounds. This is crazy. So it has like a digital version and an analog version and an effects version. So you can either have it on the amp and play with the effects that you have set up, or you can tone off the effects. Let's see. That's so neat. Now, a lot of them just sound a lot just sound like the other ones on this amp models thing. But I mean, it's like, it really is. I mean, they have a bunch of like classic styles and stuff, and that's awesome. And that's the effect of the amp. That's one of those old Tweed amps. That's what one of the old Tweed amps would sound like. That it would have that extra tremolo in the back. Like if you go and plug in like one of those, the ones that look like the orange amps, the orange brand ones. They're orange and have the yellow face. They literally are called orange amplifiers. Those ones are like made to sound like the old classic like box amps and stuff. And you have to spend a lot of freaking money to get that. I'm getting it out of my $40 Marshall amp in a pedal. Yeah. They want like $1,800 for one of those stands with the controller. $1,800 for one amp and the controller for it, the sound control. That's before that they came out with all this cool digital stuff. I think a lot of people are just still used to the old stuff, so that you're not going to convince everybody to switch. It's close enough for me. I listen to that. Like same idea with what those dudes were talking about the other day about how you can buy a really expensive guitar, but does it stay in tune for more than 2 seconds? Yeah. How long does it stay in tune? Does it stay in tune any better than the cheap guitars? Yeah. That's why you want to get a decent guitar, but it's not really any better than the mediocre ones. Like that Johnson was cheap, and that one stays in tune. That thing is amazing. Even with the whammy bar, it stays in tune. When they were talking about that, I immediately thought about that Johnson and how it's so cheap. I mean, it is pretty heavy. But it's a little heavy, but other than that, it's got a neck. It keeps its tune. It's got a neck adjustment. It has a whammy bar. It has 3 custom settings plus a 5 switch. So you've got 2 different or 4 different settings and an off switch right there on your guitar. Like that's a really, really well set up guitar. So even if it's heavy, it's a little heavy, it still plays really freaking well. Right. I wish the neck was wider. Because I mean, you can look at my Antares right there with that wide neck right there next to it, and you can see how much further. So it's hard for me to get my fingers in there. It's for little Asian hands. I mean, it is an Asian-made guitar. And my hands are definitely like, I'm 5'6". Well, I was 5'7" at one point in time, but I'm 5'6", and my hands are. I mean, I wear a size 11 to 12, and my hands are enormous. I can palm a basketball. It makes no sense. Like I'm a very little guy, but I have gigantic hands and feet. And like I look like a clown sometimes. I can't wear red shoes. It's just not a good thing. Shut up, Meg. The Brit Class A. That's pretty good. That's what it sounds like if you just turn everything off. That's what that Marshall amp that we're playing through sounds like. So fa mi re do fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, mi, re, do. Do, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, re, sol, do, sol, fa, sol, la, ti, do. There we go. All right, well, let's see here. Already did you. Well, that was awesome. It's a lot of fun.
So bad, so I just dumped some on her head. She's like trying to.
So I do it all the time. I do it to her like every morning.
She doesn't even seem phased by it. She likes it.
She doesn't care. She thinks it's funny. She likes getting a kick out of watching us be bummed. All right. Well, I don't think anybody's here watching anyway, so I'll close out. Thank you, anybody who stopped by. I was happy to get my pedal in use. I've had it sitting here for a little while now. Just wanted to make sure. See, it's doing it again. Look at the connection on the thing right there. No, it's right here on the counter, right in front of your face.
Oh. What?
The connection on that. It says the connection on the bar right there on the modem.
Where?
It'll tell you if it's a bad signal. It'll tell you right there on it. Well, right here it says perfect signal. Right here on my computer, perfect signal. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, sorry, it's just a terrible connection. Like, no, it's not. It's absolutely not. So,
Probably Google trying to listen to you.
yeah. Oh, but thank you, anybody who stopped by. Hopefully that guitar solo at the front sounds like something good that I can cut in and throw into a song later. So we'll see how that goes. Malamay salamat. Domo arigato, Zizi. Thank you very much.
How do you say goodbye in Tagalog?
I don't know. That's a good question. Thumbs up means like thumbs up, whatever sort of thing. Like, all right. Well, peace.